The purpose of this lesson is to learn about components. Let's insert an image. Locate the file. Open. Click the blue image button. Hover over the origin and click Resize. The dimensions don't matter. Hotkey Q, pull up the rotate tool. Toggle to red. Move over the red axis. Click. Extend an arm. And pull upwards, locking on the blue axis. Select the movie icon. Look for the house. We're going to click on the side view. There we go. Now, let's get right into making some components. Bring up the circle tool. You don't have to be perfect. This gear here looks a little smaller. All right. And there's one back here, I notice. Okay. Now, let's give them some color. Select. How about a blue? Oh, I think I'll paint this one red. And the small little one, how about a nice tan color? Oh, that looks good. Okay, let's select, right-click, choose Make Component. Now, let's name them. This one will be Gear Large. Let's select the red one. Right-click, Make Component. Let's call it Gear Medium. And the small one. Right-click, Make Component. We'll call it Gear Small. All right. The nice thing about components is that we can use these pieces whenever we want. I will demonstrate by deleting the pieces. And as you can see, I have a basket of them to choose from. I'll pull out a red one. Now I'll pull out the small one. And I don't have to worry about having to make it over again. It's very cool. An unlimited supply. Now, let's say we want to tweak a component, make it different. Well, right-click it and choose Make Unique. Right-click, Make Unique. Right-click, Make Unique. Now, we have new components based from the originals. So, I will push-pull to give these some depth. Push-pull, using the depth of the previous to align the current. Push-pull. Now, I have 3 more unique components. All right, let's declutter. I'm going to select and I'm going to delete some of these so I have room to work. I'm going to show you how you can take a component and explode it. This will allow us to merge the components together, thus creating a new one. I'm going to connect these two with the line tool. I will connect the other side, and notice once I do this, it will turn gray. I'm going to bring up my eraser tool, clean it up a bit, and now it is one. Orbit. Let's push pull to make it 3D. And now by selecting it again, right click, let's make a new component. We'll call it leg top. And here it shows up in our list. Now, if we check entity info, we will see it is indeed solid. Now I will demonstrate an advanced version of what we just did. This time, we will use the 3D gear pieces that we created earlier. Explode them. Select and explode. And now we can do the connection. You might have to take advantage of the orbit tool so you can see what you're doing. All right, I'm push-pulling. Now, let's check to see if we can X-ray this. Ah, that gives me a better view. I think I need to connect some of these lines. Remember, we want it to be solid, so we must perform a few connections. The X-ray tool allows us to see what's on the inside. Now I will turn off the X-ray. Now, I need to do some erasing. X-ray one more time. I notice there are some strays. Remember, the strays will prevent us from making it solid. Let's select. Right click. And we will make a new component. Let's check the entity info. Move the screen. Ah, it's a solid. Now that it's a component, we can add as many pieces as we want to our image. Let's clean up the color. The AT-AT is white, so it's camouflaged in the snow. All right, let's bring out another leg. This is very easy with components. Now remember, we can move pieces and copy them by clicking the Control button. Choosing my move point carefully, moving across slowly on the axis. Orbit. Now, if I select my image, I can delete it so I can see what I'm working with. Now we can position our legs in any pose that we want. Bring up the rotate tool, toggle to green, click in the center here. Bring down a lever arm, slowly, click, and you can adjust the leg position by using the rotate tool.